Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a quick look here again at SEI. Nice little stuff here. SEI network is looking pretty darn good here. And what I mean by that is, well, obviously we took profit already, so it's easy to say that. However, at this point, is it going to recover? That's the key takeaway here. So 0.786 here so far, 79 cents, holding as a tentative support. We worked pretty well down below that level, but at this point, the price is averaging out on the larger time frame. So we'll discuss that and a few other things. Quickly to note here as well, congrats to our members, of course, for SEI profit there. Only about 25% on a 5x leverage trade, but that was only 2 hours. I'll take 25% in 2 hours any day. So awesome stuff. Congrats there. We also have some previous trades this morning from RDNT at 40% 2 days. OGN 103%. That was a month-old trade. That was all targets achieved. We had a lot of trades close after reaching take profit at stop loss. It basically means we secured 80% profit in the price action, close the target, or close once we hit the stop loss after target is achieved. Of course, Crowcoin, Link, Chainlink, ICP 185, 11 days, SKL 10 days, 232. So super stoked for that. That is awesome news, but I think there's a good chance that we could see the price continue back up. So we'll talk about that and just clarify a few things. And what we traded earlier was, well, good TA. There's a lot of good reasons why we took the trade, but we also had this bullish type of flag, bull pennant pattern rather, and it broke out to the upside and hit our target right there, smack dab, and then just came right back down. So it's nice when that happens when you take profit, but if you're like really close, or just say your stop loss didn't hit, or it can be a bummer sometimes too. So I'm sorry if that didn't work out for some folks, because I know you can't automatically trade some of my signals being, in a different restricted country, for example. So that is kind of a bummer, but again, always set a stop loss, take profit targets. There's definitely ways around it. Okay, those are all things available on Bitunix. So again, if you're not using that exchange, be sure to check it out. They have phenomenal rewards, excellent benefits, no KYC, no VPN. That's the main reason why we use them. Link down below. If you use that link, you'll be eligible for some future trading competitions. Quick heads up too, while we're on the subject, they will have a trading competition on January 8th. Again, I have to use my link to register to qualify, but this is a global event, and this is a big benefit for anybody who's just an average trader. Yeah, you get some really nice rewards there. I've done plenty of those in the past. Pretty cool. So SEI daily, nothing's changed here. Really, it's still looking fantastic. I really can just quickly summarize and let you know we're above all moving averages. Every indicator is letting us know that we're still in good shape, and there's no indication of the price pulling back at this point. Now again, the price can still pull back, which we've already seen this massive candle wick, right? Even though the daily time frame looks good. You got to recognize larger time frame, not exactly the most secure way to take a trade if that's all you use, right? So that's why we use other time frames. At the 4-hour time frame, we're ascending positively with 20-day SMA. The 50-day SMA is traveling behind, but we're still in great shape there. We can see the traditional RSI and MACD, traditional RSI and money flow index are maintaining above 50, below 70. That's a sweet spot there. And then, of course, we got the money flow index. This is the stochastic RSI swinging down. Okay. Now, this is swinging down because the last 8 hours were bearish, but we're seeing a nice little recovery. So that's kind of one of those false positives. That's why you wait for the MACD to either MACD-F you or just converge or diverge completely before you take it. I wouldn't say before you take a trade, but as confirmation, so to speak, to ensure that you're kind of on the right side of tracks. The long story short here is that the 4-hour time frame is still pretty strong. Regardless of some of those indicators, such as stochastic kind of letting us know the price is swinging down, we're swinging down into a key level support. So there's a strong likelihood of the price action bouncing off that level. Because again, if you look at this the volume profile rather, there's a lot of money at 75 cents. Okay, so if the price comes into that range, which it did already, it bounced quite significantly because people are not really willing to let the price go any lower. Okay? It's generally the consensus. So overall, still a great sign. Now, the hourly is where things can get a little tricky. Let's double check and see. We still got a green light here to leave our long position open. So if you did take my trade earlier, I think it's pretty safe to say we're still in good shape. If you missed that trade and you got in and put your second entry down here, you're probably still in pretty good shape. Again, I like to emphasize the word probably because there's no guarantees, but this is giving us every indication that there's no reason to close your long position. Okay, so I think that's a pretty solid indication there. To me, that's a very good sign. If we take a look at a few other factors, just say, for example, TD sequential, we got a nice little reset there after we hit our 7. So the price could literally go up or down for 9 to 10 more hours. We're still early in this uptrend or the downtrend, if you will. Okay. Key takeaway here is that we need to recognize the elephant in the room. We are making tentative lower lows and lower highs. So that is a thing, but this also could be chalked up as a bull flag, right? So the price comes up, works itself into a channel, and continues to break out. Okay, so that's it. Either way you look at it, it's still got bullish tendencies. Okay, again, 100% guaranteed, no, but definitely a larger probability of the price going up than down at this point. If we take a look, of course, as well, very last thing here would be our CC Golden indicator. We've got nothing but buy signals here with no sell signals. So that leads me to believe that we're still in pretty good shape for the price action to continue higher. Okay, now again, lower lows, lower highs, that could continue lower, and we could very well see an invalidation. If that is the case, we'll have to double check and reevaluate and see if it's worth closing our position. But between now and then, we've got pretty much confirming factors on every time frame. While they're not like concrete confirming indicators, they're absolutely letting us know that the price action should continue. The only thing that's subject to change here is if Bitcoin really has another bad day. Bitcoin wicks all the way down to 39,300, for example, to fill that CME gap. We could very well see another aggressive candle wick just like this guy here. Okay, so keep your head on a swivel, adjust your stop loss higher as you take profit. It's what I teach in my community. You got to keep learning that and kind of keep drilling it in, because I know you'll see some folks online that are just like, they bought 5 weeks ago and they got like 5,000% return on, a 50x leverage trade. Trading isn't always like that, folks. If you're doing that every single day, you're probably doing it wrong. There's just no other way around it. You have to secure profits in order to be profitable. I recognize those are profits that continue to go up, of course, but if you're not adjusting your stop loss and securing that, you're really not trading correctly. And again, there's different strategies. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just at the end of the day, if you want to be profitable and you want this to be your full-time thing, you got to get in a habit of sticking to the same thing every time. Use the same amount that you trade with every single trade. Don't get too crazy. Like some people, they'll take their profit from yesterday and put it into today's trade on top of what they normally trade with. That's terrible. That's gambling. You're not treating it like a business. You got to respect it. All right, conversation for another day. I'm sorry, I get a little passionate about that because daily I get multiple people reaching out to me. Hey, I destroyed my account following XYZ. Can you help me recover it? Well, in truth, I can help you recover it with my signals. I cannot help you recover it if you do not learn how to become a better trader. All right. Last but not least, I already touched on this. Be sure to check out Bitunix Phenomenal Exchange. And obviously, if you are part of my signals group, you have to read through the signals guide so you know how they work. If you're not doing this, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to understand being a crypto cash trader is having a specific risk tolerance and understanding what you're getting out of these trades. They're totally different. My day trading bot performs a lot different than I do when I send out a trade signal. Okay, I send swing trades, my bot sends day trades. All right, folks, I hope you learned something today. Feel free to reach out if you have questions. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.